Hey guys, my name is Rob Heskin. This is my first YouTube video. Wanted to show you guys my 500 series racks, also talk about them a little bit. Today I'm going to feature some of the guys in the end, how I came to have them, what I use them for, and I've got about 10 minutes worth of just audio for you guys at the end of this here. My main rule about any analog gear is if you can do it with a plug-in, you don't need the hardware at all. The recall, just so many things. So I've probably gone through about 12 different modules, and this is what I've kind of settled on. So I'm gonna make a series of videos kind of showing off those things, because while I was looking these things up, I could only find a few videos, and I just kind of want to do my thing with it. I just finished an album, so I can free up all my gear, and I was like, this is the time to do it. So here we go. Today we're gonna be talking about these bad boys here. On the end, these guys, the Roger Mayer 456 HDs. I was having a conversation with my buddy Peter Waterman of Longcroft Recording. Shout out to Peter. We met down in the south of France at Mix with the Masters with Jack Joseph Puig, and we always talk about gear a lot of times, and we were talking about, you know, what piece of gears that plugins still can't do to the level that hardware is doing it. And we were talking about tape machines, and he told me about these Roger Mayers. I'd never heard of them before, and so I started checking them out. I could only find one video of them, and before I even did this, I did another search, and just that one video still exists. So this is kind of the second video of this, so that's why I wanted to do these first. They're amazing. I've actually never heard anything like this before. If you're using tape plugins on any of your buses or anything, check these out. I also was reading the comments of that video to see if there's anything I could glean to see if I could help this process go a little bit smoother. And I didn't get anything educational other than the fact that people love to say stupid things in the comment section. So I'll toss my hat in on that. One of my favorite comments, feel free to go check them out. KMR Audio did a thing on these. Go check out the comment section. It's pretty funny. One of the comments was, I don't know. I couldn't think of a more worthless... Oh, let me leave a comment. Okay, they're going to love this. I don't know. Nailed it. So, I'm also going to put my email and all of the final versions of all of these mixes, because what we're going to do is I opened up 3 different sessions, and so instead of just putting this on the entire mix, I actually put it in the mix where the tape machine would go. So you can really hear it in context and hear it work. I'll explain some of the features and stuff really quick before we dive into it, because once the audio starts, I'm never going to talk again, which we don't need any of that. So let's just jump into it. So I got the units. Let's check them out here. See the dots. That's where it is at default. When the red lights are on, they're on. You know, they're on, they're off. That's kind of basically it. So these top parts are how hard you kind of want to send the signal in. The best way to explain these is they're kind of like a tilt saturator. And what I mean by that is you're going to hear some different EQ qualities coming from here, but it's never really affecting either side of it. It's almost like leaning how much saturation goes to the high or the low, which is really interesting. And here's another caveat about these things, is they're so like tape that they do not take the modern signals from computers. You have to attenuate them. You can either do it through hardware, or how I currently do them is I have a trimmer before I send out to the hardware insert, and I have a trimmer after it, so I can send out -16 to it, and then add that 16 back to it, and in the middle is this guy. Sometimes I like to juice it up a little bit, so there will be... So sometimes on the way back in, I don't hit 16, I'll go down to like 15 or 14, because I'm going to get a little bit of a volume boost through that. And one of the other comments I saw on the other page was talking about gain matching and stuff. I'm just going to tell you right now, I do that in the video, but if you're... I could care less about stuff like that. It's what does it sound like? What does it really sound like? Let's hear it, and if it sounds good, let's put it in a little bit more. That's my philosophy on all that. So you'll hear within the first 30 seconds of the first example that these things are incredible. But there will be a gain boost with it. But I do go through, you'll see me match them a few times. These down here are the trims. That's kind of your volume. And they were kind of counterintuitive, you know, whereas you think this is more, that's actually going to be less. Oh, can't see my hand. I'll do it with this hand. That's actually less, and this is more. So once you get these two things really dialed in, you're good to go. Then you can just tilt, do I want it a little brighter? Do I want it a little warmer? And that's kind of it. So let's jump into it. Thanks for tuning in. Hope you enjoy. Oh, leave any comments you want. I'd love any feedback. Also, if you want to work on something together, hit me up. That's why I leave my contact in there. So be well. Enjoy the examples.
Seems like the days are longer now. Sunsets at 8 and school just let out. Sunshine is blinding, just me and not us. I'm finding summer's not quite what it was. I am so tired of just being free. I am so through of it just being me. Thought there'd be lockets and chocolates. By now I'd be knocked up, not kept up by cool kids. Bikini bods and new diet tricks. Tropical sun and beach vacay trips. Fuck all the wanderlust, it's a bust. Seems all this youth was just wasted on us. One last hot girl summer. Motherfucker, what a bummer. Seems they keep coming coming one after another. One last hot girl summer. May, June, July pass me by. Summertime sadness, get out of my mind. I'm tired of Tanner and looking fly. I never look good in crochet or tie-dye. So sick of makeup and trying, rather be hiding, but I was so sure it'd be you and me, getting fat under my willow tree. Wilson volleyball, just two teams like Top Gun. Not prowling the scene, I just want one-on-one. How many summers can one queen last? Saint Tropez, Saint Bart's, I charted those maps. Had all the Beach Boys, but it's all in the past. No more day clubs, I'd rather just snap. These days I'm jaded, it must be my age, but I'm still too young to give up the chase. If I can't be yours, if you won't find my page, watch out 20-somethings, I think I'll just rage. Last hot girl summer. Motherfucker, what a bummer. Seems they keep coming one after another. One last hot girl summer. May, June, July pass me by. Summertime sadness, get out of my mind. Summer, I fucking hate you. Just wake me up when September's through. You used to be the best. Hot girl summer. Motherfucker, what a bummer. Seems they keep coming one after another. One last hot girl summer. May, June, July pass me by. Summertime sadness, get out of my mind. Summer, I fucking hate you. Just wake me up when September's through. You used to be the best time ever, but we're never getting back together. At least there's the weather.
I suggest you fold. I suggest you rest your hold on humanity's throat. In the end, you'll be the death of us all. So many gone, and you're holding name, and then you claim that the devil's to blame. Who in their right mind gives everyone rights to find? You killed and tortured your one and only son. The prophets claim this explains your love. The pages are